Hi, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Seth.
And this is Never TMI,
where we talk about real things.
And nothing is ever off limits. Guys, I am so stinking excited to be doing this right now. I cannot believe we are filming our first podcast. That is insane. Crazy. So surreal. But we cannot wait. So we have been married for over 5 years, like just over 5 years. We have two beautiful girls named Kennedy and Evan. Kennedy is 3 and Evan is turning 1 soon. And we live in Dallas, Texas, and I am a stay-at-home mom / I do Instagram pretty much full time.
And I work for a real estate investment company as a project manager.
Yeah. I think how this kind of came to be is because about probably like a year ago, I started doing these really in-depth Q&As on my Instagram stories. I just kind of saw like a lack of just realness there. And I mean, I know that's such a cliche common concept, but it was just like, what are we doing? You know, like, let's talk about real things and get vulnerable and raw and deep and just, you know, talk about the nitty gritty. And that's just part of my personality. I think I just cannot stand the surface level talk, and I just want to dive right in. What's your past? What's the worst thing you've ever done? I want to know it all. And so I just kind of started saying, okay, you know, ask me a question. And I was just unbelievably honest. And I think my goal was to create like a safe place just for women, mostly, primarily. But there's some men too, to kind of come and just ask whatever they wanted to. And we just kind of, I mean, that was like the bulk of where my conversation with so many people came from. The response was just insane. It was amazing. And I still do them to this day. And I'm super excited just for this podcast to kind of be like a continuation, to be able to dive deeper into these topics that like so many people are like, I'm not comfortable talking about this with my sister or my mom or my husband or my boyfriend. So, yeah, to be able to dive into these topics that might not be super fun or many people might not be talking about or open or honest about. So I'm super excited just for this podcast. And a lot of people want to hear from Seth too. So I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, and I'm really just here by the grace of Jackie and all the work that she's done and just getting to be her husband, which is awesome. But kind of like she shared, you know, we've also gone through a lot in our own marriage, and so we also see this as a platform just to share some of the lessons we've learned and to really just to dive deep in and be real with you guys about some of the struggles that we've had and we've gone through and are currently going through. And I'm sure there's going to be future struggles that we go through, but just really being a channel and an outlet to be real with y'all and, you know, kind of going into some topics that we're going to cover on this podcast as well. We have a pretty good list going right now with some topics that we're excited about. Yeah. But we're going to try to talk about kind of everything that you might not normally hear about or everything you would want to talk about. So, you know, relationships is a big thing. Sex, in-laws, addictions,
boundaries, conflict resolution,
yes,
rebuilding trust once it's been broken. You'll hear all about our story there.
Yeah.
So
even schedules, you know, dieting, stuff like that. We'll try to cover kind of everything that we're going through in real time as well. Yeah. So, if you guys have any topics that you would like to hear about as well, we would love to hear from you. So I have no really social media platforms whatsoever, but just DM Jackie, reach out to her, and we will gladly consider those. So Jackie, can you share real quick, how can they follow and tune into this channel?
Yes, you guys can follow along by subscribing to the Family Made YouTube channel. Definitely do that. And then Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcasts, kind of wherever you listen to your podcast normally, we should be there, which I'm super, super excited about. And then, yeah, like Seth said, if there's, you know, questions or topics that you want to cover, like, again, I do the Q&As still probably at least once a week. And so feel free to ask a question there. My Instagram handle is Jaclyn M. Gibson. So yeah, I think this is going to be amazing and I cannot wait. We are definitely going to be pumping out an episode a week from now on. So we can't wait. I'm excited.
So that kind of wraps up just a short introduction video.
Yeah.
We're so excited to be here, and we hope you guys are too.
Yay!
And until next time, I'm Seth.
And I'm Jackie.
And we're signing off.
Peace out.